Hi, this is Mr. Thompson, teaching financial literacy at the Pathways Innovation Center. We have students do a self-control strategies presentation where they learn about 9 different strategies to control themselves, which is important to financial literacy, and then students choose their top 3. I do have one of my students, Rebecca Wise, in years 2019-20. She's a junior?
Yes.
Uh,
No. Senior.
Senior at Kelly Walsh this year, and she had a great presentation. So I asked her to come in and do a video recorded presentation so that other students can see an example of what a good presentation looks like. And so here's Rebecca.
All right. So these are my self-control strategies. The very first self-control strategy that I chose to do was out of sight, out of mind. And with out of sight, out of mind, you're going to take the trigger for that temptation out of the environment. So for my examples, I really like chocolate and sweets and stuff like that. So I will make sure that I don't have the chocolate sitting on my bedside table or sitting on the countertop in plain view. I will put it away in a drawer or in the fridge or whatever so I don't see it immediately. And then I'll also try to keep myself from going to look for it as well. And then I don't procrastinate a ton, but my sister does. And so if I were to procrastinate, what I would do is remove all of the distractions I have. So cell phones, maybe turn off the radio if there's like songs that pop on that I want to like sing along to. That's a distraction. There are many other distractions that you can put away depending on the person. So the next self-control strategy that I chose to use was positive distraction. And positive distraction is that when you think of a temptation, you redirect to something else. So again, for sweets, if I'm thinking, oh, I really want this piece of chocolate or whatnot, I will think, oh, what do I have to do tomorrow? Oh, I have to go to Color Guard. I have to work from this hour to this hour. Or I will think of something that I really like doing, like, oh, I get to practice my viola tomorrow, or I get to go to fencing tomorrow. Same with procrastination. What you're going to do is instead of thinking about how awful it's going to be to do the work, you're going to think about how much time you'll have after you get the work done. And then the last one I did was change associations. And with change associations, you're going to think negatively about your temptations. So for sweets, I would think it is bad for me. Now, of course, like my favorite is dark chocolate, and in moderate amounts, that is good for you. But an excess amount is bad for you. Sugar is not a good thing for you. So that's what I would think about. And then with procrastinating, I would think of all the consequences that go along with procrastination. I won't get the work done on time, so I'll be docked grade points for turning it in late, or I'll get docked grade points for turning it in incomplete. I'll be up till 2 in the morning the night before trying to finish it, being stressed out, and then I won't get enough sleep that night, so the presentation the next day will be terrible because I'll be tired. There are many, many consequences of procrastination. So for review, I did out of sight, out of mind, which is removing your triggers from the environment you're in. And then positive distraction, which is thinking of something else other than your temptation. And then change associations is to think about the negatives or what's bad about your temptation. In conclusion, not giving into your temptations will make more people like you. And what I mean by this is, especially with procrastination, if you're working in a group and you procrastinate, they're going to be really peeved at you that you didn't get your portion done and they either had to do it for you or they don't get a good grade because of you. So if you do things on time, do things well, people will like you more because you held up your end of the bargain. It will also give you more freedom. This especially comes to money because if you are going to constantly spend money, you don't have the freedom to say go on vacation or actually buy things you need instead of because you spent all the money on things you want. It'll also help you save, which is the same concept. You didn't spend the money on things you wanted, so you could have things you needed, or maybe something you wanted even more, like you wanted a new truck. You're going to have to save up for that. So this is in financial literacy because of the saving aspects and because there's so many things that are tempting to spend money on. Food, clothing, shoes, whatnot. And self-control allows you to help save, because you don't walk into the store and think, oh, I need that, I need that, I need that, when really, you just want it. You don't actually need to get it right now. And that is the end of my presentation.
Thanks, Rebecca. So I'm going to ask you as a student to actually take a look at this presentation and try to figure out what it is she did well here so that you can reproduce that in your own presentation. This has been Mr. Thompson and Rebecca. I hope you have a great day.